Hi people, it's another day. In today's video I'm going to be talking about the reason why most people are leaving Africa, the reason why most youths are leaving Africa. But come to think of it, not only the youths are leaving the continent, and this has a negative impact on the continent as well, given the fact that you've got so many people who will get drowned in the Mediterranean Sea trying to look for cheaper means of traveling outside of Africa, going to Europe to look for greener pastures and all of that. You've got people who pay for visas, and in the end these visas are not approved, and this money has never been reimbursed. Like when you pay, you're paid, and if you're approved, good. If you are not approved, that money is gone. That's how we are losing, and that's how we have been losing, and that's how we'll keep losing. But then these are some of the reasons why most people prefer to leave the continent, to travel out of Africa, either to Europe, either to America, either to Asia, to look for maybe better means of living and all of that. Now the first thing, or the first reason why so many people are leaving the continent, is due to the fact that payment, like the minimum wage in Africa is so low that even you can't actually live on that, comparing to the realities that are on ground. For example, coming to Cameroon, I think the minimum wage in Cameroon right now should be something of 36 or 37,000 francs CFA highest. That should be something of not up to 70 USD dollars. If you want to convert in dollars, it will not be up to 70. And coming to monthly rent here, all of that, you want to take everything into consideration, you find out that that amount will not even take you up to a month. And so many people see no reason why they should stay here and then work a month for that very little amount. The second thing is the fact that we've got leaders in power who are not, they are not ready to leave. These leaders are just there. Everyone is trying to just work for their interest, and this is what most of us in Africa as youths can't change. Going to the street to protest in Africa is not a norm. You either get killed, you find yourself in jail, or you end up where you never expected yourself to be, you never expected to find yourself. That's the reality that we live on ground in Africa as Africans. Going to, even trying to voting, like in recent times, you find out that even people who vote, their votes are not, their votes don't matter. And that is why some people have actually refused not to even vote. But then elections are coming up in Cameroon in 2025. If you are a Cameroonian youth, I think this is the moment for you. You've got to register, because we need to make a change. I think that the hardship and every other thing that we are facing in this country is just too much, and this is time for us to put an end to that. The other reason why you find so many African youths leaving the continent is because you've got little or even limited jobs. Now, applying for a job mostly in Africa, if you are in Cameroon, probably in your own country, you'll be able to relate. But if you're in Cameroon, you know that most of the jobs that we've got, seems like applying for them is free, but bro, you've got to pay, because nothing is actually free. You've got to pay before you access a job. How can you be jobless? You are broke and you're going to pay someone to have a job. Some people actually have to offer either part of their salaries before they get into a job. Some people will have to do so many nasty things before they even get a job, and that's just the simple reality that we face here. Now you'll be wondering why most people are not able to create jobs themselves. First, lack of resources. Resources are not, even if the resources are available, you need money to get all of those before you'll be able to actually get to maybe create a job or all of that. But then there's also agriculture, which most of us grew up, and this is what we were doing to either raise school fees and all of that. But now most people have grown up, and this is not the path they want to follow. So I just think that instead of stressing ourselves, when you don't have the means, go to the farm, because there is money here, and social media as well. Doing videos like this, you shouldn't just do videos like this to post on YouTube alone. You've got Facebook, you've got Instagram, you've got TikTok. All of these platforms are monetized, even though for us in Cameroon, you will still find difficulties monetizing your content while here. But I think that just start something, and probably in some years or in some months or after some time, you will see great results. Proven that most Africans who travel out get to come back, invest here. I just think that if you want to travel out of the continent, you need to plan well, you need to prepare yourself well. One of the setback that people face is the fact that you get to agents who would want to help you process your document, though they don't do this free, they do this at a price. Most people have gotten to agents who would do their documents, and in the end they are scammed. So in all, if you have something doing here, I mean, just put enough energy into it, because the continent we see today, so many things we are facing today would probably be changing if we actually have good leaders in place, if we actually have to vote leaders who are capable to change the predicament that we are currently facing at this particular moment. So in all, thank you for having watched the video to this end. If you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Please consider subscribing and do like the video as well. Now, given the fact that most of us in Africa, or that most people in Africa come out from very poor backgrounds, you find out that a family actually would just try to struggle, send someone abroad, because this person going abroad is actually, or would actually be, the breadwinner of the family. So this is one of the main reasons why you find so many people traveling abroad, because people think that the opportunities out there are vast. They think that when they travel out, they'll get to work enough money that will take care of themselves, take care of their families, and why not even invest in some businesses here? And that's actually what we've been seeing others doing. But then I think that there are also some realities that we back home don't get to see, that we back home don't get to know. But then, I mean, who cares about all of that? With the hardship that most of us go through in Africa, people don't actually care about whatsoever they're going to face in Europe, in America, or in Asia. So that's just it. Thank you so much for having watched the video. Thank you so much for having watched this video. I'll probably see you in the next one. Peace.